I'm Eytan Shander with Awesemo. We have 3 plays on this Friday night slate for Jock Market coming your way, but we also have that promo code Awesemo. We're going to match your first deposit on Jock Market up to $50. Let's jump in. It's the place where DFS turns into the stock market. A lot of things happening once the ball goes up in the air, so that's key as well. We want to take advantage of game flows on Jock Market as much as anything ahead of time. We go to our own projections as well. Make sure that we have Alex and Awesemo's projections matched up with what we like. Let's target one game for 2 players on opposite ends. We'll start with Trae Young. He doesn't really have anybody around him. In fact, he was quoted the other day saying that he shows up to shoot around, doesn't even know half the guys he's playing with. Clearly, the Hawks still in this major protocol. Trae Young seems to be the one bright spot, at least of consistency, that you can count on. A low-scoring night the other night there at only 26 points, but still, the volume is going to be there. They take on a Cavs team that is getting healthier. We'll get to them in a second. But mainly when you look at how down Atlanta is around Trae Young, from a scoring standpoint alone, this should really be a humongous game against Cleveland. I don't think the Cavs have enough to really slow him down as much as they can take advantage of non-starters playing a lot of minutes. The reality, though, with Trae Young, we want to target him. We want to spend up for him. And even if in the case of the Atlanta Hawks, because we know they're decimated, the Atlanta Hawks are down 10, 12 points in the first half, and we start to see the Cleveland Cavs start pulling away. This would be a great opportunity to get in on some Trae Young shares, much cheaper than when they went for in the IPO phase. So definitely targeting Trae Young and a lot of volume there. Next is Jarrett Allen coming back off the COVID list on the other side of it. But look, we just broke down about how much we should expect everybody around Trae Young to really struggle, and clearly they're down a bunch of guys. So we're going to take advantage of a matchup here for Jarrett Allen. Clearly, when you look at the averages, this should be a walking double-double for Allen tonight, taking advantage of not really much up front with so many people in the COVID protocol. With or without Clint Capella, it really wouldn't matter much either for me. I still think that Allen just coming back in this lineup, we saw Kevin Love have a big game last night, definitely take some pressure off of the other front court scoring. This is a great opportunity to get to Allen, especially coming back off the COVID list against a team that is so weakened right now. And look, just looking at how bad it is for Atlanta, they're coming off their 3rd straight in a row. Clint Capella is not doing much out there under 30 minutes. So don't think that just because Capella is healthy, just because they have somewhat of a front court presence, Cam Reddish on the wing, that they're going to be able to slow down someone like Jarrett Allen. It's not going to happen. I definitely love the Cavs to win this game. Make sure you check Odd Chopper there for any player props. And when it comes to this second play on Jock Market, it's got to be Jarrett Allen 100%. Now, speaking of coming off the COVID list, and this is so volatile here, we try and get ahead of things, but you are always, really, best thing is to pay attention to what's happening throughout the day, minute by minute, as you see sometimes even a game may get canceled. The reality now, though, is Reggie Jackson finds himself in a great spot if, and we believe he will be, off the COVID list and playing Friday night. Here's the thing. With Jackson taking on Toronto, they're dealing with some of their own issues. I think some guys are coming back, but slowly. We don't really know the pitch count there. Clippers, if Reggie Jackson's healthy, they can't really afford to have him on a pitch count. No Paul George with the elbow injury. Kawhi hasn't played at all. Zubac is now in the protocol. So think about what Reggie Jackson can do from a volume standpoint with plenty of opportunities to shoot. And that's really where I think a lot of his productivity is going to come from tonight, is score first. They really don't have a ton of consistent options. This is not Luke Kennard going to break the slate. It's going to be Reggie Jackson doing a lot to get to the rim. Also, don't be shocked if he takes 4, 5, maybe even 6 threes based on the need. This is a filling a void here on a team that desperately needs some sort of consistent offense across the board, scoring, passing, facilitating. That's going to be Reggie Jackson. I think we found a great spot for him, too, in this matchup against Toronto. Van Vliet coming back. A couple of guys on the other end are coming back, so nobody really at full strength. And again, the biggest thing for the Clippers, they can't afford to have Reggie Jackson on a pitch count if they want to go out and win this game or even compete against Toronto. So that's our third play. We're going to start one more time there for you with Trae Young. We'll move to Jarrett Allen, and then finally Reggie Jackson. Those are our 3 plays. Keep an eye on game flow. Again, I mentioned with Trae Young, things happen in the game. Let's say the Clippers are down big to Toronto as they are continuing to try and find ground with their 2 main superstars out. Good opportunity to jump in on some Jackson shares mid-game as well. So there you have it. Trae Young, Jarrett Allen, and then right at the end, Reggie Jackson. Those are our 3 plays for Jock Market. Use our promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO, and we'll match your first deposit up to $50. I'm Eytan Shander. Have a happy new year.